Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the Secretary of the Commission.
Good morning and welcome to the October 2024 open meeting of the Federal Energy Regulatory Commission. FERC's mission is to assist consumers in obtaining reliable, safe, secure, and economically efficient energy services at a reasonable cost through appropriate regulatory and market means and collaborative efforts. The purpose of the open meeting is for the Commission to consider the matters that have been duly posted in accordance with the Government and Sunshine Act. Members of the public are invited to observe, which includes attending, listening, and taking notes, but does not include participating in the meeting or addressing the Commission. Actions that purposely interfere or attempt to interfere with the commencement or conducting of the meeting or inhibit the audience's ability to observe or listen to the meeting are not permitted. This includes attempts by audience members to address the Commission while the meeting is in progress. Any persons engaging in such behavior will be asked to leave the building. Anyone who refuses to leave voluntarily will be escorted from the building. Additionally, documents presented to the chairman, commissioners, or staff during the meeting will not be part of the official record in any commission proceeding, nor will they require further action by the Commission. If you wish to participate in an ongoing proceeding before the Commission, please visit our website for more information. Also, representatives from FERC's Office of Public Participation are located just outside of the Commission meeting room to answer questions and assist the public with submission inquiries. Thank you for your cooperation.
Madam Secretary, we are ready to begin.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman. Good morning, Commissioners. This is the time and place that has been noticed for the open meeting of the Federal Energy Regulatory Commission to consider the matters that have been duly posted by the Commission. Please join us in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Commissioners, since the September 19, 2024 open meeting, the Commission has issued 57 notational orders. Thank you. Chairman Phillips?
Thank you, Madam Secretary, and good morning, everyone. FERC continues to monitor the impact of Hurricanes Helene and Milton, and we're working with our federal, state, and industry partners, including the North American Electric Reliability Corporation, to ensure support of the bulk power grid. These storms and the tragic loss of lives that resulted from them are a sober reminder of the importance of the work that we do to ensure the resilience and reliability of our bulk power system. I want to express, again, my deep gratitude to all the crews and utilities who have been out for now over 2 weeks addressing the impact of these storms across the eastern United States. Changing gears. October is Cyber Security Awareness Month. Here at FERC, we take cybersecurity very seriously, both internally and with respect to the entities we regulate. Each week this month, our Chief Information Officer will be providing staff with information on important cyber-related topics and issues, such as understanding cyber threats and their impact, AI and deepfakes, securing mobile devices, and privacy and reporting of incidents. I'd like to remind everyone that on November 1st, 2024, the Commission will have a commissioner-led technical conference, and it will discuss generic issues related to the co-location of large loads and generating facilities. We have an impressive list of confirmed panelists, and I'm looking forward to the discussion. Turning now to the agenda. The first one I want to mention, and this is item E2, reactive power final rule. And there is a lot of regulatory speak here in front of me. Let me just simply say this. This order, this is the Commission doing its job, making sure that our rates are just and reasonable. And at the end of the day, this is about affordability, and we're doing all that we can to address prices for consumers. Order number 1977 A. Today, we are issuing an order to address requests for rehearing on that order. As everyone will recall, Congress directed the Commission to serve as a backstop to cite vitally important electric transmission projects in national interest corridors. In Order Number 1977, the Commission unanimously approved updates to our application process and NEPA procedures. This included unprecedented protections for Indian tribes, affected landowners, and communities with environmental justice concerns. I'm happy to say that today the Commission is again, hopefully, acting unanimously and sustaining the thoughtful approach that we issued in Order Number 1977. And finally, our order today makes one important change to better protect tribal lands. Now, if a transmission project would use land held in the trust of a tribe, then the applicant must describe in advance how it will engage with the tribe to obtain permission. Communications with the tribe must be honest, accurate, and respectful of tribal sovereignty. And with that, I'll turn to my colleagues, starting with Commissioner Christie.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I don't have any statements about any agenda items today. I want to recognize somebody who's not in the room upon her retirement, and that is Jackie Roberts. Jackie has been the federal advisor to the West Virginia Public Service Commission for the past 3 years, but prior to that, Jackie Roberts was the consumer advocate for West Virginia, and she spent well over a decade as the consumer advocate for West Virginia. And I got to know her along with Grace. Where's Grace today? I don't see Grace. There she is. Grace knows her. I got to know Jackie during those years as a state commissioner in PJM, working through OPSI, of course. And I'm sure the chairman knows Jackie. And I was always impressed by Jackie Roberts' absolute passion and effectiveness in defending consumers in the PJM process. She did it on behalf of the state of West Virginia, but worked with other consumer advocates. And like so many consumer advocates, never had the resources she needed to take on a lot of the interests she had to take on. But I was always impressed with Jackie's dedication and passion. So I want to recognize her. She's retiring next month. That's the reason for this. She's retiring next month from state service in West Virginia. And I think Jackie would agree one of the most important things we did together and working together over those years when she was consumer advocate is she was a key player in making sure that the independent market monitor in PJM was in fact independent and was in fact able to do his job as an independent market monitor. Jackie played a key role in a lot of those battles, and they were. So I want to recognize Jackie upon her retirement and thank her for all her service over those many years. I also want to just note, Jackie came to West Virginia from the Ohio Consumer Council, and I want to note that just having looked at the filings that the Ohio Consumer Council has made over the last 3 years since I've been at FERC, they're always outstanding. So obviously she learned well at the Ohio Consumer Council. So I want to recognize Jackie on her retirement. And I think I only have one item to notice. I'll be not participating in E3, and beyond that, I have no other comments on today's agenda.
Thank you, Commissioner. Please add my congratulations to Jackie as well. Commissioner Rosner.
Thank you, Chairman. Good morning, everyone. I echo the comments that you made. My heart goes out to those affected by the storms, and I'm very grateful to those who are helping to speed the recovery. I don't have comments on the agenda items. I just want to highlight that once again this month, all of the orders are being voted out unanimously, and we're almost starting on time. And so I'll take the unanimous over the time any day. Because, again, I just think consensus is the way forward, and that's the way we get durable orders out. And so it's been a pleasure working under your leadership, Chairman Phillips, and with all the other commissioners. So thank you all. I just have a quick note on staffing on my team. Sutima Malayaman, who's sitting behind me, she was on detail from the Office of General Counsel, and she is returning to her prior role in that office. Sutima, dear friend, many thanks for coming to help me set up the office and for providing me with excellent legal advice these past few months. I'm sorry to see you go, but I'm excited for your next steps. I also would like to welcome a new member, Anne Marie Hirschberger, who many of you know. She is joining as a legal advisor And Anne-Marie brings a deep bench of experience from her time working for Commissioner LaFleur, Chairman Glick, and also her time in the Office of General Counsel. So welcome, Anne-Marie. One last note, actually, I will speak to one item on the agenda, and that's just that I am excited that we have another batch of Order 2023 compliance orders coming out, unanimous. We've been working hard to get these out, and that's one of my priorities. So I'm excited that that's moving forward. With that, back to you, Chairman. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner. Commissioner C.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'd like to echo those comments as well about our sympathy to everyone who's affected by the recent storms, and incredible thanks for all the frontline workers and all the work that they're doing. I would also like to add my congratulations to Jackie as well. I think I cannot begrudge Commissioner Christie for beating me to it as the native West Virginian, but as an adopted West Virginian, I'm also deeply grateful for the work that she has done in both of the roles that Commissioner Christie highlighted. I'd like to say a brief word of thanks again for the incredible reliability technical conference that we had yesterday. Thank you to all of the work from the staff and the many expert panelists who came and shared their expertise with us. It was a really helpful conversation, and we were able to focus on the urgency of many of the issues that are affecting us, the need for increased data and transparency and speed as we address a lot of these issues, and collaboration with respect for the very distinct and important roles that so many players have in this puzzle. So I appreciated that conversation, the work of so many who made that happen. I also have a brief staffing update for our office. I would like to introduce Brooke Bryko, who just joined my team as our confidential assistant. Brooke is the one who is going to be responsible for helping to keep the trains running in the office with all of the many details that come with scheduling and coordination and keeping us all on track. She has extensive experience as a principal. She spent the last 8 years as the co-founder and developmental director of an international educational NGO. And then this summer, her and her family moved back from Warsaw, Poland, back to the United States. And I'm very grateful that she took this opportunity and said yes to come join us on the team. We appreciate her organization and drive, and she's an incredible colleague who has fit in seamlessly to the team already. So welcome and thank you to Brooke. I don't have very much to say on the voting items today. I will not be participating in E13. I will echo with the reactive power rule that I am encouraged to see the Commission finishing the job that had been started before when it comes to looking at the justness of particular rates that are paid. And this is a rulemaking that gets at the core of the Commission's mission. I think it cannot be overstated that we focus on reliability and affordability. And I think yesterday we had such a strong conversation on reliability, and I'm proud to be able to vote on this order. Because of the particular step forward we're able to take when it comes to reducing rates that are not sufficiently justified for ratepayers. So I'm glad to be part of that. And the last thing I'll say is to echo, I've really appreciated the collaborative spirit that we've been able to bring with the staff and our teams to be able to have good conversations for all of the many orders that we're working through. I'm encouraged for the work ahead, and I think that we've been able to come to some very good outcomes here today.
Thank you. Commissioner Chang.
Thank you, Chairman. Good morning, everyone. And my heart also goes out to everyone that's been affected by the storms in the Southeast, and grateful for all the utility workers from the Southeast, but also across the country, including from Canada, who's been really chipping in and helping. And it just shows that the industry really care a lot about people and providing service to people. It's been a busy month, particularly yesterday's reliability technical conference that others have mentioned. What's becoming clear from that conference is everything we do here at the Commission is about delivering reliable energy service to consumers and for people. So I'm very proud to be part of that engagement. I will continue to be very interested in many of the issues that was discussed yesterday, particularly on gas and electric coordination. Also later this month, actually November 1st, we will be having the load generator co-location technical conference. Also looking forward to participating in that. I want to welcome the new staff from the other offices, Anne-Marie and Brooks, to welcome here. And for my own office, I want to introduce Pearl Donahue-Vallette, who I've known for many, many years. She joins my office from a variety of experience, over a decade of experience in the energy sector, most recently on markets issues and transmission issues, as well as state regulation, where she worked on how to work with consumers and regulators at the state level to understand the impact of markets and infrastructure investment decisions. So I'm very glad that I convinced her to join us. So thank you, Pearl, for your first few weeks. I do have a couple of comments about the orders going out today. As the chairman said, item E1, order 1977 on transmission siting. This is a rehearing order, confirms that reconfirms that during a transmission permitting proceeding that is properly before the commission, it is our expectation that the applicants will make good faith effort to engage with all stakeholders, including landowners, environmental justice communities, and tribes. The definition of a project, as I've said to many, include all of the people and the communities that they affect. So it's not just about the physical infrastructure, it's about all of the communities projects affect. So with that, I think timely and meaningful engagement with stakeholders will not only improve the quality and the completeness of the record on which we make our decisions, these steps will also help ensure an efficient and predictable review process and improve the durability of our decisions. I also want to comment a bit about item E15, which addresses the 2025 budget from NERC, the regional entities, and the Western Interconnection Regional Advisory Board. Included in today's order, we approved the WEC, which is the Western Electric Grid, essentially proposal to allocate remaining funds from the old Peak Reliability Organization to support the transmission planning effort known as West Tech. Which is being run by Western Power Pool, and as some of you have been following, the Western markets are evolving over the last few years and will continue to evolve in the future. West Tech is a collaborative, voluntary, interregional planning initiative that is aiming over the next few years to produce actionable 10 to 20-year transmission studies to help inform states, utilities, and other stakeholders about transmission needs and solutions in the Western interconnection. This is an important aspect of the work they do. It's very valuable, and I think it's a good use of peak reliability funds to support the reliability across the West. And I look forward to seeing the results of those efforts, which is also being supported by funds from the U.S. Department of Energy. Thank you, Chairman. And when I vote, I just want to note that I am not participating in items E2 and E4.
Commissioner Chang, and I also want to just welcome everyone to the 11th floor and wish everyone well who's moving on to new opportunities. I have one small staffing item I want to mention as well, and a lot of you may not know this, but our commission secretary has been acting for what feels like forever. But she's been doing an outstanding job. And today we have a press release coming out notifying the world that you are now the permanent secretary for the commission. Please join us. And with that, Madam Secretary, we are now ready to go to the consent agenda.
Thank you. Since the issuance of the Sunshine Act notice on October 10th, 2024, no items have been stricken from this morning's agenda. Your consent agenda is as follows. Electric items, E1, E2, E3, E4, E5, E6, E7, E8, E9, E10, E11, E12, E13, E14, and E15. Gas item, G1. Hydro item, H1 and H2. Certificates items, C1, C2, and C3. Commissioner Christie is not participating in E1 on today's agenda. Commissioner C is not participating in E13 on today's agenda. And Commissioner Chang is not participating in E2 and E4 on today's agenda. We will now take a vote on this morning's consent agenda items. The vote begins with Commissioner Chang.
I vote aye.
Commissioner C.
With the exception of the item I'm not participating in, I vote yes.
Commissioner Rosner.
I vote aye.
Commissioner Christie.
Let me note, Madam Secretary, you said I was not participating in E1, it's E3.
Noted.
Okay,
E3. Sorry about that.
that's all right. So noting I'm not participating in E3, I have no separate statements, and I vote yes on everything.
Thank you. And Chairman Phillips.
I vote aye.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. That concludes today's items for consideration.
Thank you, Madam Secretary. Before we conclude, I want to give an opportunity for my colleagues to have any closing remarks or statements. Commissioner Christie?
Don't have any, thanks.
Hearing none, this meeting is adjourned.
Hit the under.
Yep.
You don't dig it out yet.